This is Nigeria. You want to know what's going on? Relax, I will tell you. Now, Governor Wike threatened fire and thunder should the PDP expel him from the party. Extension of Inspector General of Police tenure in office by President Muhammadu Buhari. Is it legal or illegal? This is our discussion today. Let's get to it immediately. Just 35 days to the presidential election. It is certain Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, will never change his mind towards the presidential candidate of his party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and the national leadership. Hear Wike in this video. Watch.
This election of presidency is about integrity. This election of presidency is about keeping to our words. This election of our president is to tell them, who are you? We must know, who are you? If we agree something with you, can you keep to it? If you cannot keep to it, bye-bye. So, it's not about, oh, Rivers State, they said they will sack me. I've been waiting patiently. Chief Awusa, you have been waiting, I've been waiting patiently. The day they will announce it, then they will know Kakinobi. Then they will know Kakinobi. It's not to go on media, to use their television houses and electronic media and print media to abuse us. Don't worry about those abuses. We don't even care. Don't even listen. Say it. Say it. Then you know who asks you who is your mother and your father. You know the Rivers people, we can't joke with them. Do you understand me? Say it. Say it. And see what will happen to you. See what will happen to you. Already you are not together. Then when you say it, you'll be buried. Say it and be buried forever.
Wike said the presidential election is about integrity and keeping to your words. He said there has been speculations that the PDP wants to sack him as a member of the party, and he has dared them to make that move so he will finally bury the party forever. I don't know if this is a threat or a promise. We all are observing and watching. President Buhari has extended the tenure of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, who is supposed to retire from public office by 1st March 2023, when he will clock the age of 60 years. The Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Dingyadi, said the extension of tenure is necessary because the IG can't retire right in the middle of a general election. Let's get some perspective to this. Is this extension legal or illegal? Let's hear from Dr. Charles Omole, the Director General, Institute for Peace and Security Policy Research. Watch.
I think you have to go back and look at the antecedent, the history. The presidents in the past have been used to just appointing and firing IGs at will. In fact, there was a point in 2016 or 2015, if you go back 10 years, you find out we've had 10 IGs in those 10 years. So there was no security of tenure and all that. So that was what was behind the crafting of the Police Act 2020 that the president signed. Now, in Section 7 of that act, there are two key conditions that was given to be appointed Inspector General of Police. One, you have to be of the rank of AIG and above. And number two, you are appointed for a period of 4 years. But those two sections were subjected to Section 18 of the Act, which says all police officers, including the IG, can only serve till they are age 60 or they've done 35 years in service. Now, how Section 7 is interpreted depends on, and probably we might need judicial review of this, depends on which school of thought you are coming from. For example, there are those who construe Section 7, the 4 years, as being the minimum term There are those that construe it as being a maximum term.
But you cannot serve more than 4 years.
Either we can
that
serve
one
more
is
than
explicit, isn't it?
That's explicit.
Straight up.
Now, but the issue is this. Depending on how you view it, if you view it as being a minimum term, it means that by the time of your appointment as IG, you must have minimum of 4 years left in service till you are 60 or you are 35 in service, 35 years in service. So which means if you see it as a minimum term, so it means you cannot be appointed if you don't have that 4 year left in service. That's number one. If you see it as a maximum term, as in 4 years, because the law simply said 4 years, it means therefore that you can do less than 4 years. 4 years is the maximum you can do. So somebody who has 2 years left in service can be appointed IG if you view it as a minimum term. It's not 4 years, but it's within that 4 year period. But what cannot happen is anyone remaining in the force past the age of 60 or past 35 years in service.
The explanation is very simple. According to the provision of the law binding on all civil servants, you either retire at the age of 60 or you retire when you clock 35 years in service. Whichever one that comes first can retire you from civil service. Using the general election as an excuse to extend the IG of police tenure when he's supposed to retire home is not enough reason. Is he the only capable hand in the police force to handle the job? Let the right things be done. When you are due for retirement, go home so you don't shorten other people's chances too. The age cap is 60 to retire. Many AIGs and DIGs are very close to 60 and desire to occupy the office of IG2 before they retire. Usman Akali Baba will be due to retire on 1st March 2023. He should go home and rest. Finally, on a lighter note, what do you think is that one thing that any presidential candidate will propose to ban if elected president and nobody will vote for him? Let's find out. Watch.
You want me to ban with me the ban Gary? Leave the ban Gary for this country. Leave me. The ban Gary. I go tell me the ban Gary now.
With the support Peter Obi is receiving home and abroad as regards the presidential election, only a statement about banning Gary can make him walk alone. A lifesaver like no other. That is Gary. Even Dino Melaye, a spokesperson of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council, soaked Gary until he became a senator of the Federal Republic. This is to celebrate Gary for all it has done to mankind in Nigeria. Finally, PVC collection is still on. It will close on the 29th of January 2023. Go get yours now and be part of Nigeria Decide 2023. You know how we do it. I will see you soon. Happy weekend. Don't you think you're forgetting something? Yes, the subscription button. Click on it right now.